and Alain, and they are the guys I referred to before, new talents so far as national Australian television is concerned, and this is their single, which is out on Monday, and the plea is, please buy it, they want the money. And you're going to get great money's worth too, because it is a great song from these two young talents who are going to do big things in the charts, I'm sure. How Do You Know is the name of the song, released on Monday, as I say, Robbie and Alain, known as Gemini.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, yeah, we're here. Yeah, lesson one. Never trust a stranger hanging out with a picture, always seem to be watching his back. With kids hanging out and a pipe in his mouth, you can only be chillin', cry. Listen to what to do when he's coming up to you in a club and there's nowhere to hide. Yeah, don't let him touch your skin or look into your eyes. Into your eyes. Just know me, I could be a freak. Don't be so naive. How do you know you believed in things that you don't see? Easy to deceive. How do you know I can be this? How do you know I can be that? How do you know I can be right? How do you know I can be wrong? How do you know? Yeah, come on. Lesson 3, just be careful investing the cash you have, 'cause it's not funny when you lose your money on a cheap financial scam. Yeah. Lesson 4, there's more other guys on the dance floor, still don't wanna be your man. Yeah. Then you realize when you look in their eyes, da 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 da. You don't know me, I could be a freak. Don't be so naive. So naive. How do you know you believed in things that you don't see? Easy to deceive. How do you know I can be this? How do you know? How do you know that? How do you know I can be right? How do you know? How do you know? In the middle of the night, I'll treat you right. And I'll treat you right, guy. I can treat you really bad. You prepared for that, like I can. Yeah, how do you know? Come on, tell me now. I could be a freak. How do you know? How do you know? How do you know? How do you know I can be that? How do you know? How do you know I can be right? How do you know? Tell me now. How do you know? How do you know? Freak, yeah, I could be a freak. Freak, yeah, I could be a freak.
Yay! Well done, boys. The music of today. That's Gemini, Robbie and Alain, and this is the single to look for, available as of Monday. I hope they sell 1 million. Thanks again, boys. Robbie and Alain making up Gemini. Handsome devils, aren't they? That makes 3 of us. Now here's Moira.
Tell me, what's my show a lot of love to Gemini? How do you know?
Come on, clap your hands! Come on! Come on! Come on! Lesson 1. Hanging out with the kids, always seem to be watching his back. Come on, with kids hanging out in a pipe in his mouth, think the noise feeling crack. He's coming to you, nowhere to hide. careful investing the cash that you have. Cause it's not funny when you lose your money. Financial scam, come on! There's a thought, there's more other guys on the dance floor saying I wanna be your man. Yeah. Then you realize when you look in their eyes, da 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 da. You don't know me, I could be a freak. Don't be so naive, so naive. How do you know? You believed in things that you don't see. Easy to deceive. How do you know? I could be this. How do you know? Come on, how do you know? I could be that. How do you know? I could be right. How do you know? How do you know? How do you know? In the middle of the night, I'll treat you right. I'll treat you. Right guy, I could treat you really bad. You prepared for that. I can, yeah. How do you know? Come on, clap your hands. Tell me now. I could be a freak. How do you know? How do you know? We did it. How do you know? How do you know? I could be that. Come on. How do you? I could be this. How do you know? Come on, tell me now. I could be that. How do you know? I could be right. Come on. How do you know? Clap your hands. Come on, clap your hands. How do you know? Come on. Freak, come on. Yeah, I could be a freak. Come on, freak, yeah. I could be a freak. Thank you, Dubbo! Thank you!
Gemini, Dubbo! No, don't go anywhere, boys. Don't go anywhere. We'll have a very quick chat to you. Now, what do you think of that, Dubbo, eh? The crowd jumping there, boys. Very, very impressive stuff. Now, you guys, next year, you've got a big tour. You're going to be supporting Bardot and Human Nature, yeah?
Yeah.
You're looking forward to that?
I'm speechless about it. We found out like 4 days ago.
Did you have a chat to Bardot when they were here earlier?
Yes.
And did you say, hey, you know, any tips?
Can we come on the bus with you?
Oh, fantastic. Well, they'll try and organise it. We'll try and organise it. Now, an artist who was at the Rumba Festival with Human Nature and Bardot is Tina Arena. We're going to play a tip from her right now, but we've still got live music from Crash Palace and the #1 song of Dubbo still to come. Please thank Gemini. This is Tina Arena with Soulmate number 9.
We'll be going on to big things. Here they are.
Hello.
How are you?
Hey, good. How are you?
Now, guys, how do you know has been doing huge things? How do you react to this? You feeling pretty good at this point in time? Or?
It's surreal, real surreal. Like, I can't believe it. Nothing sunk in yet. Nothing,
Yeah?
nothing at all.
Well, you've still got smiles on your face.
Yeah. We're more relieved than anything, I think, that it's happened and, you know, the CD's out and done a video clip and the response has been great, so it's all good.
And I didn't even say it. You are Gemini. Excuse me, everybody. And you've been together a couple of years now.
Yes.
So, and it all came to where it's got to now because you won Austereo's Hot 30.
Yes, yeah.
Tell us about that. What happened?
It was called Teen Star, and there was about 800 entries who entered in the competition, and you had to send in your demo and just, you know, photo and just stuff like that. So, and then, you know, they narrowed it down to like top 20, top 10.
And then you're
top
like
5. And
freaking out at this point.
We were really
until you
relaxed
won.
at first. We were kind of like, all right, let's just see where this goes and see what happens. And then all of a sudden, give us a call like, you're in the top 5. And we're like, okay, I think we should be, you know, getting worried now. What's going on?
So where were you when you found out, and what happened? Like
We're at Robbie's house.
Yeah.
And yeah, what happened? Like, they came and picked us up in a limo, and
Woohoo!
they stuck a microphone in our face, and we were like, huh?
What do we say?
Like, just, you know, we were really scared and stuff. But it was good. They gave us champagne, and we hosted the show for the rest of the hour.
Yeah.
So have things changed a little bit for you then, at all?
It's
A little bit.
yeah,
heaps,
a little bit.
heaps.
Yeah, a lot.
We're doing a lot of shows, and we're doing the Human Nature tour next year.
So have
in
you got like
March.
attitude now? You're big stars and stuff.
No, I
What do
don't
you
think that's
mean?
what it takes.
What do you mean? Don't know what you're
So have
talking
you
about.
heard yourselves on the radio yet? Have you been in the car and actually listened to it?
Yes.
Driving along?
Yes. Yeah.
Is it freaky?
Yeah,
A bit weird?
my sister
It's
was
like,
making fun of me. Yeah, my sister was
Oh,
making
the
fun
stereo.
of me. No, yeah, that's pretty much what
Guys,
she was doing.
guys, this is them. So it's Gemini. You're called Gemini.
Yes. Yeah.
Tell us the Gemini story.
Okay, the reason why we're called Gemini is because we always mix two different kinds of music. The way we met was kind of like the way star signs read out your destiny. It's like it was meant to be. Like, no, we didn't know we lived like a block away from each other. We didn't know that we went to the same school. We just met at a talent school 3 years ago, and from there we sort of met at different parties and just started singing together one day, and we took it seriously. And then from there, that's how it
Well,
happened.
lucky you did,
Yeah.
aren't you?
Yeah. It's kind of weird, but it's, you know, it brings the story to the whole
Well,
thing.
let's
so.
check out your form, shall we?
Yes.
And I must say, there's a couple of very spunky chicks in this video.
Yeah, they're very
Of
good
course.
looking.
Here's Gemini. How do you know?
Lesson one. Never trust a stranger hanging out with a preacher, always seem to be watching his back. With kids hanging out and a pipe in his mouth, it can only be dealing crack. Listen to what to do when he's coming up to you in a club and there's nowhere too high. Yeah. Don't let him touch your skin or look into your eyes. If your eyes don't know me, I could be a freak. Don't be so naive. How do you know you believe in things that you don't see? Easy to deceive. How do you know? I can do this. How do you know? How do you know? How do you know? Lesson 3, just be careful investing the cash that you have. Cause it's not funny when you lose your money on a cheap financial scam. Lesson 4, there's more. All the guys on the dance floor say they wanna be your man. Then you realize when you look in their eyes, da 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 da. You don't know me, I could be a freak. Don't be so naive. How do you know you believe in things that you don't see? Easy to deceive. How do you know? I can do this. How do you know? 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 In the middle of the night, I'll treat you right. I'll treat you. I'll treat you right. I could treat you really bad. You prepared for that? Yeah. How do you know? Tell me now. How do you know? How do you know? How do you know? How do you? How do you? How do you? How do you? How do you know? Tell me now. How do you? How do you? How do you know? How do you know? How do you? How do you? How do you know? How do you?
Well, that was How Do You Know by Gemini. This is the single, and I'm lucky enough to have the guys here with me now. And what a great video. I must have a twin or something, because that girl really does look like me, don't you think?
She was beautiful.
You have to say that. So did you enjoy doing the video clip?
Love doing the video clip.
Yeah, I should ask myself that.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy
Yes,
doing
I
the
did
video
doing
clip?
the video.
Yeah.
Enjoy the video clip with
We
you
enjoyed
guys.
it so much because you were in it. So,
It was so much fun.
No, it was
Did you
a lot
have
of
a
fun.
good day?
Yeah.
I was surprised to see how it ends up because when you're there in the studio and stuff, it doesn't seem like how it ends up.
Yeah, that's
it was
it.
like a long day for 3 minutes. Like,
That's
Yeah.
that's
right.
what we did. Oh, right. Cool.
Well, it ended up well. And I wanted to ask you, how would you describe your music style?
It's kind of a blend of hip hop, pop R&B sound. So it's kind of it's got kind of different sounds into it, and it's quite dark. The lyrics are quite dark, but it's got a meaning behind it. So I think that's kind of our sound.
And you're multi-talented. You don't only sing, but you dance.
Yes.
And you write as well.
Yes.
Yeah,
we do.
right.
You're
as well.
involved in the creative process.
Yes.
Where does that all come from? Have you got like some family roots back there somewhere who
Yeah.
might have
mum,
influenced
yeah,
you?
My mum
Yeah?
and his dad.
Yeah, yeah.
My mum sang for 30 years. She's still singing now. And Robbie's dad played guitar and
Oh,
sang
great.
at
Yeah,
festivals
so-
as well.
So you've been doing it since you're little.
Yes.
Yes.
Why, you're so talented, maybe. Did you get up in the lounge room and have a bit of a sing at Christmas and stuff
Always.
like that?
Always.
Yeah?
I never did because they told me to shut up. So.
Oh, no. And what can we expect next from you guys?
We've got a tour coming up, like I said, with Human Nature, but
Oh, fantastic.
we've got a show in Adelaide on the 14th and on the 15th in Penrith, the Daily Planet.
Yeah.
Down at Penrith.
been a
So
lot
if
of
you
fun.
want to check out Gemini,
Yeah.
make sure you go to those places. And best of luck with everything. I'm sure that video is going to be huge.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Anyway, and
Thank you
guys,
so much.
Can you please sing for me? Please.
All right.
please.
All right.
Okay.
1,
2, 3,
4.
You don't know me, I could be a freak. Don't be so naive. How do you know you believed in things that you don't see? Easy to deceive. Don't be so naive. Easy to deceive. Don't be so naive. Easy to deceive.
Woo! Yippee! Unreal. And one last thing, where do you see yourselves in like 5 years? Do you reckon?
On this big couch.
You want my couch? Hang on a minute. Overseas?
Yeah, definitely
Yeah,
overseas.
whereabouts would you really like to hit it?
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Everywhere, absolutely. We're going
Gemini,
all out.
all
That's
over
it.
the planet. Unreal. Well, thanks so much for coming
No,
in.
thank you.
And it's good to see you all.
Good to see you too.
again.
Thank
You'll be in
you
our
for
next clip again, so
Unreal.
we'll see you soon.
That's on film. I'm going to keep you to that. And if you want to purchase the CD, how do you know? It's all available now, Gemini. And what would you like to request?
Pink,
Let's get this party started.
because we're sitting on a pink couch, so that's why.